Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Naama from Team Virus. He is in the blue trunks and he is playing Terran to the northwest of the Shakuras Plateau versus his opponent, the one and only Sen. This time in the purple trunks, he is playing Zerg to the northeast.
And Naama's shirt, actually, Virus shirt, is pretty cool, in my opinion. I'm looking at it on the player camera, which is south on your screen, everybody.
Yes,
and,
indeed. Use your eyes. These
yes.
are usually located in the front of your face.
And he's looking pretty cool. I like their team clothing, actually. And Sen looks like he's
pretty awesome.
Sen looks like he's got two extended arms and he's just playing from a long distance away.
Yeah, pretty much. He's actually got two more that will extend from his back, Queen style. He's some kind of broodlord. What can we say?
I'm actually a player that sits back a lot more like Sen does, rather than Naama. There's actually two different
Lead
styles.
back.
I mean, I was looking across all the players, and there's a lot of players who like have their noses touching the screen almost.
Yeah.
And it looks like Naama's one of them.
There you go. I do like that shirt, actually. That reminds me a little bit of the game Prototype. I can just expect spikes to come out from the floor at any moment. It is a possibility. One way or the other, what will Naama do this time around? I mean, Shakuras Plateau is an interesting map for both Terran and Zerg, to be honest. Once again, one of those maps that can very easily turn into a macro game. That said, we saw that, and this is the opening right here from Naama. It will be Refinery first.
That's interesting, actually. He was waiting there with a SCV to build the barracks, and then pulls it back and builds the refinery. And I'm not sure if it was kind of, you know, like, am I going to do this, or should I do... Okay, I'll do this. It was a little bit weird. Maybe he just messed up the SCV timing. But that's interesting. So he's going to go refinery first, and this most likely is going to be a reactor Hellion opening from here. The problem with on this map is that because of that natural ramp is so thin, and it's very hard to get into there. And if you wall off with like an evolution chamber, a roach warren, and a spine crawler, you just filter Hellions through, and it's very, very easy to defend against. And Sen, knowing this, is going to go for that 15 hatch, followed by a 16 spawner pool. And, you know, nice and greedy. I love greedy play. But to complement that greed, he's going to get that extractor as kind of a safety precaution here to get that speed upgrade as soon as possible.
Yeah, and Sen's going to scout this refinery. The problem he's got right now is that he can't move the Overlord in to the barracks because he doesn't know when it came up, so he can't risk moving it in there because it will be shot to pieces. So he doesn't actually know that this is a refinery first opening, which is why this is a really cool play to do against Zerg.
Well, I think he does know, because when you go refinery first, your orbital command gets delayed a little bit more, and he would have been like, oh, why is your orbital command delayed? You know, you're not a player that's going to get one or two SUVs more than it should. So I think he knows, and he's not sending out a drone scout or anything either. So I'm pretty sure he's going to expect this.
Yes, that should be the Sen subtitle as far as I'm concerned. That should be his catchphrase, his caption, Sen _ he knows.
He knows
knows
what's going on. And the factory's about to finish now. And it's finishing a little bit funky. I mean, it's not finishing the same time as a barracks. He's going to build one Hellion first and can use that to scout, to prod, and then switch it over. Also, when you send one Hellion out, if he does decide to send it alone, is that you play mind games a little bit and be like, you know, I don't have direct on my factory.
Is that a Banshee opening? You know, it's very, yeah, exactly. The one Hellion is often very indicative of a starport play because you can scout with that, you can find out what's going on, and then you can go Banshee. And there is a starport coming up, but this is going to be a Hellion drop by the looks of it, and not any kind of Banshee play. But he does have flexibility there. He wants to stop that Zergling going in, and he does so. Now the question is, what will Sen's reaction to this gonna? What's it gonna be? He's got a single spine crawler on its way up. He is going for speed as well. We've got no signs of a roach warren as of yet. I think simply because Sen can't confirm that, but he's about to because he's moving in right now, and Naama does not have a single marine in there. Now the question is, what did he see? He actually saw nothing. So Sen is being a little bit cautious with his Overlord right here, and I can hardly blame him. And there's actually a second barracks following this up right here for Naama as well, and he's showing no signs of expanding as of yet.
Well, the thing is on this map, unlike Terminus, is that there is creep everywhere on the natural. So as soon as he goes up that ramp and goes around to kill drones, the Sen has 10 lings more that are about to finish with speed, and they're going to get a very, very easy surround here. And he's going to know what's up. He's going to be able to kind of deflect any kind of pressure from these Hellions. So these Hellions, you know, physically can't even go in right now because they will just die. And the follow-up from Naama is very aggressive, actually. And, you know, he hasn't got a command center down anytime soon. He's a little bit supply blocked, but at the same time, he's getting a Banshee. One link does go in, sees everything. Sees no command center, sees two barracks, sees factory and starport. He knows, well, Sen knows now, cool, man, you're investing that much money, I'm just going to play safe, you know, get my evolution chamber. Gonna get a Bailing Nest, nice and safe versus all the potential units that come, Hellions and Marines and so on, and he's going to get that Evolution Chamber. It might even add a Spore Crawl, because all he needs to do now is play safe. He's even creep spreading inside his base, which is fantastic against drop plays. Without it, it's very difficult to actually engage, simply because there's no creep there. So very smart play here. I was seeing the Spore Crawler go down as well. +1 melee attack, not going to layers, he doesn't need to. I mean, why does he need to go to layer? He's got detection for Banshees and everything, he's got the Lings that can clear up any ground forces. And again, supply block from Naama. This is really uncharacteristic.
Yeah, maybe just Naama is feeling a little bit off after the first game. But whatever the case, he does need to get back into it immediately, because he's running up against an opponent who is one of the most fearsome in this particular tournament, who is looking incredibly confident right now. And wow, that is a lot of SCVs coming off the line right there. It is it's all-in-ish. It is not completely all-in, but it's a very aggressive attack that will put him in an economic disadvantage if it fails.
Yeah, basically what he's doing with these SCVs, he's going to use bunkers, turrets, everything well, maybe not turrets because he uses them in an engineering bay, but bunkers and repairing. Because he only has one tank, he was supply capped, he doesn't have the tank count, so he's just going to build bunkers and try to get position here. It's an all-in-esque build. All his SCVs left in his main base, basically left there so that he can continue to reinforce this army. But right now, Sen has a lot of Lings and a lot of Banelings, but he doesn't want this bunker to complete.
Yep, down goes that one, and immediately crashing into the line as quickly as possible, and those SCVs will be wiped out if he's not careful. A big detonation right there, mostly by the tanks. Naama's army is not dead yet, but the tank has been taken out by the Queens, and that really is that attack completely defeated. However, he does still have the Banshee up, and he does have a siege tank moving in once again. He's put a lot of pressure on the static defense. 30 more Lings in production. Once again, going for the bunker. The question is, will he get it? He lost a lot of his SCVs there, not all of them, but most. And this single tank is not going to be able to do much to this hatchery at all. Sen feeling pretty confident about this right now. Some more Banelings coming in for defense. Spire on the way in as well, because hey, why not? And this bunker, by the looks of it, might complete this time around, but it's not going to matter because all of the Marines are going to be dead anyway. He rapidly moves in and redeploys, and can he repair this in time? A detonation coming around the back to clean out the SCVs. Nicely defended once again. Couple of tanks up, more Banelings moving in, and a clutch transfuse on the side right there. Big detonation, and he's got nothing to fix that one up for this time. However, Sen is actually really running out of forces right now.
Well, so is Naama, actually.
That's a good point.
You know, he's running out of units now. He doesn't have the economy, and slowly but surely this is going to run out.
GG.